Well, good evening, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as Not the Mailman for Another Day. What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Welcome. We are at the precipice. One more sleep before Super Bowl 59. I will bring in my people that are waiting to come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get your predictions in the chat. As you know, I left a prediction on my morning video. I did not. I did not. I left you guys hanging, which I thought was pretty funny. As everyone knows, I did bet the Eagles plus 1.5, but I don't know. I'm getting more queasy about that whole situation. But hey, yes, Jimbo, thank you, my man. That's Ron Oliver. As you see, we're working on which I think he just about completed the album. It will be you'll have more information on that soon, but that's one of the jams on there that I had something to do with. Let's go back to the top before we introduce my guys. We got Crowley's in here. We got Isaac Ramirez. CZ, sorry, buddy, that your badge should switch. Yeah, there it is. I'm messing around, and just like real quick, everybody, I added a $2.99 option for people who don't want to be on the live stream, but you won't have access to the Zoom calls. So, but at YouTube, what they do is it takes like a 24-hour period, so it's not up yet. So, but I know some people want to be channel members, but they don't want the live stream. So I did offer a cheaper option. But it's going to be a little bit delayed on that. Arturo Gomez, Chris May, what's up, brother? Dustin Bosley, Huckleberry, what's going on? Boats and Hose, CZ. Who else we got here? We got Jameson Taylor. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Daniel M., how are you? We were wondering where you were. Twiz, what's up, brother? You are on the eve of your second Super Bowl. It's got to be exciting. Aisha Robertson, how are you? Who else we got in the house here? Who else? Jimbo, what's up, my man? If I didn't say it already. All right. Arturo. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Good evening, gentlemen. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing good here. How about you?
I'm doing okay. I have a lot going on. Hold on a
second. Right off the bat, he's got a lot going on. Hey, Arturo.
God damn, my dogs are going nuts.
Oh, that's not good.
No, they're going nuts for treats. They're addicted to treats.
I know. I think my son's dog.
Where's Arturo? What's going on?
Trader Chris, what's up,
Good luck.
man?
Good luck to your birds tomorrow.
Oh, congrats. What's up, Trader Chris? What's up, my man? Everybody, I switched up the badges, thinking it's kind of a long story. Like I thought I could change the badges from the $2.99 from the $4.99. I can't, so I had to go back and switch them back, which I literally just got done doing. So it's all good. It's all good. But let's talk about the Super Bowl. I know we can mix in Cowboy stuff, and that's fine. But what are you guys looking for?
No problem, Dustin. Got it right here.
What's that? Diet Coke?
Well,
what's that?
I mean, I think that I hate saying this, but I think the Eagles are going to beat the Chiefs.
I don't.
I just think that they've learned from the last time. They had them basically up against the wall, but they beat themselves the first time.
I think they're going to fall apart tomorrow.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think Saquon Barkley is going to be the difference maker for him. I mean,
Saquon will get his.
That was the missing piece. That was a missing piece in the last Super Bowl. I think was Saquon, but I think Saquon Barkley will end up.
I think Saquon will get his 100 yards plus. But outside of that, I don't know. I think Hurts is in for a good game from the Chiefs defense. He's going to have to play smart tomorrow.
I'll be right back, guys. Just get to the chat for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
See. We'll see.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
What's up, Randy?
Oh, I'm not too bad. Just sitting here in my favorite place.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's good. Clemente, yeah, I did see where Warren Sapp did. Yeah, Warren Sapp, he ain't got room to. He's a good player, but here lately, did you hear that Marshall Falk is going to be on the Colorado coaching staff?
Oh, did he finally agree?
Mm-hmm. Like, man, what's Prime's trying to get all the old players on his squad.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason that you don't see Sapp on the TV no more because he made mistakes and
Yeah,
he's judging other people. They got their own ways to doing things.
yeah.
I believe everybody's talking about Philly beating Kansas City. I got a sneaky suspicion Kansas City's going to be ready for the run.
I think they will too, but I really do think Saquon will get his 100+ yards. But it's the air game that I'm kind of worried about.
Well, it's going to be a close game no matter what.
Yeah,
Oh,
let, yeah. Let me throw this out to you guys. I was on mute. Sorry, everybody. How I see the game going, okay? You're going to know right away. You've had 2 weeks to game plan, Randy, Loyal, Thomas.
Yep.
Troy. You would, again, first, let's start with that. And you guys in the chat, please put in what you guys think. Who does 2 weeks favor?
Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Period.
He knows how to get that team. He knows what to do for both, for that off week and now this week. He's going to have those Chiefs ready to play. He's had time to game plan.
It's Andy Reid. He's the game plan king. You give him like Randy and Troy said, you give him 2 weeks, he gonna get you.
Twiz, I did look at the statistics for Hurts in that last Super Bowl and in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, like we'll get to that.
I'll give it to him.
I really do want to break it down. I want to get Loyal's opinion first. I mean, I want to break it down by topic. We'll get to that. Listen, we know that, but you guys can have your. I'm not telling you what to say in the chat. Go ahead, go at it. But Loyal, who does it favor? Who does the 2 weeks favor?
Well, I think that the Eagles got a chip on their shoulder. I mean, yeah, it obviously favors, Kansas City because Andy Reid's a good game planner, but I just think that, they learned from the last time they played them in the Super Bowl. And they learned them when they played them again in the regular season. So they've learned a lot about Kansas City, and I think they know enough to know how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And like I said, you add Saquon Barkley. That's the missing piece I think that they needed.
I would say this, and I know when I would say the Chiefs' offensive line in that Super Bowl was Swiss cheese, and they still found a way to win.
I think it was mostly due to mistakes that.
Well, remember they had a lot of
Jalen
injuries on the O-line, the Chiefs.
Yeah, that too.
So so Randy agrees with me, and Thomas. I'm curious. I guess he's there. I see ceiling fan. I don't see there. All right, Thomas. Who does the 2 weeks favor?
You're muted, brother.
No, he knows.
Like I said a while ago while I was outside, it got to go. It favors Andy Reid. If you give him, he's like a mad scientist. If you give him a couple of weeks or more, it's in his favor. If you give him a couple of weeks, and then on top of that, his defense coordinator Spagnuolo, he loved moments like this. He got Tom Brady twice. He got San Fran twice. Got Philadelphia a couple of years ago. Played Philadelphia again tomorrow. So, this is in both of their favors.
Yeah. All right. So, and Twiz, trust me, we're gonna get around to that. What we were talking about. We're gonna get around to that. Next thing up on the docket. So for the most part, we feel that the 2 weeks helps the Chiefs as far as game planning. So, I mean, are we saying that the coaching staff as a whole is better than the Eagles?
I would say overall the coaching staff is better. Yes.
I mean, I'm just
Prepared.
talking head coach and defensive coordinator.
Yes, I would say so for sure. I mean, Andy Reid's heads above of Sirianni. I mean, let's face it. His team likes him. His players like him. He's a master at running the offense. And then you've got a quarterback that knows how to get out of trouble seemingly all the time. The only thing that I'm worried about, I hope the referees don't become a part of this game.
Okay. Anybody else?
I got to agree. You know, looking at Andy Reid, he's got more, experience than Sirianni, especially in big games like this. Spags, I don't know who Philly's DC is. I think it's Fangio. Okay.
Yeah, Fangio.
Fangio and Spags, they've had some contests against each other. So I think it's kind of even with those two, to be honest with you, in my opinion. So if I've got to look at, coaching staff overall, I got to give the edge to Kansas City because of experience. They know how to get their players ready. That Kansas City's going to have, Andy Reid's going to have those players ready to play.
Anybody else want to chime in on this? I'm only trying to start out with the obvious. There's a 2-week layoff. Eagles were banged up, but I mean we've heard for the better part of 10 days that there's been nobody on the Chiefs injury report. I heard, and I just want everybody to understand, I have the Eagles, so that's where I really do want to cover this from a full game standpoint. All right, moving on. So anybody can talk. I don't care. What game plan, if you are the Chiefs, what game plan offensively are you going to come out and try and implement? I mean,
Attack the secondary. Attack the secondary.
I'm going to attack the secondary. And plus, I don't know. I've been hearing a bunch of talking going on. I'm hearing that this may be a Travis Kelce game tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Oh, well, let's get into that because when you look at it, okay, on the surface, I don't believe that the Chiefs receivers match up well with the Eagles at all. That's just me. I would be. I'm pretty confident in saying that running the football is going to be a second option for the Chiefs. Right? I mean, it's going to be tough to run against the Eagles.
Kareem Hunt's going to have a hard time running against that.
What's going to be the strategy for Mahomes to early in the game? Okay. What's going to be the strategy for Mahomes? What's the play calling going to be, do you think, guys?
I think he's got to attack over the middle. Short dump offs to Kelce to try and open up that line.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is Mahomes he's going to attack Philly by air, and what I'm thinking that he's going to attack him by air, and that's going to lead to the running game.
I think you've got to also go ahead, Thomas. Sorry,
but that's just me.
I think if I'm also Kansas City, I'm using those gadget plays. I'm using Xavier Worthy quite a bit on those gadget plays.
Yeah.
Loyal, any Any? No.
What I think is, I think the Chiefs have to try to establish a run first in order for the passes to work. They've got to do something like Troy said, dump off over the middle somewhere, and then I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't take a shot like right out of the box over the top. That would not shock me.
I can see that.
And another
I can
thing,
see
the
that.
winner, the
I
advantage
can
is
see them taking.
Go ahead,
Flip
man.
for it, you two.
Go ahead, Thomas. I'll wait.
Thomas, then
I can see
Loyal.
them taking. I can see them taking a big shot to Xavier Worth early in the game.
Thanks, Bobby. No one can stop the Eagles machine this year. Dustin Bosby, let's get the super chats going. Andy Reid.
I think whoever
Save it
controls
for
the
tomorrow,
time of
Dustin.
possession,
Thanks,
whoever
Dustin.
controls time of possession in this game, I think will win. That's going to be.
I agree with
That's
you.
going to be the key factors: time of possession, keep the other opposing team off the field, and that's why I think that's at least what I think Kansas City's game plan is going to try to be, is to try to control the time of possession and keep Barkley and keep all their weapons off the field.
That's what I agree too.
I think you've got to look at Kansas City now on the defensive side. How do you stop something like that in the Eagles? I say let them have the running game. Let them have the running game. But take away everything deep as best you can.
Dustin Bosley, real quick. Let me get to the super chat. Let's get the
Go
super
ahead.
chats going. Andy Reid will game plan for Barkley, so will Jalen have to step up with extending plays with his own run game? Dustin Bosley, thank you, my man. And I'll get to all the giveaways a little later. What's up, Leo? All right. Loyal, go ahead and finish your thought.
No, I was just saying the winner, the team that has the time of possession is going to win the game. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
agree.
it favors.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Kansas City has a underrated defense that's really good that people don't give a lot of credit to because they're so overlooking Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. They don't give the defense a lot of credit. And I think the defense is the reason why I think Kansas City has been able to do what they did. But
this Super Bowl is going to be the first Super Bowl in a while where we're going to have the 1 and 2 defense because Philadelphia's number.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up, Thomas. I got a stat for you.
Philadelphia's number 1, and Kansas City's number 2.
Thanks, Vinny. You could have waited until tomorrow when it cleared, but thanks, buddy. Vinny, thank you. Not since 1992, guys, has there been a team with the number 1 defense in the league and the number 1 rushing game. And that is the Dallas Cowboys, obviously. And now there hasn't been a team since Dallas had the number 1 defense and the number 1 rushing game. And now the Eagles have done it. So that's a big deal, okay? This is my thing. I don't know who. I think Loyal said about the time of possession. Remember the Rams game? The Rams were dominating time of possession and then getting field goals. Eagles are getting the ball, 6 plays, touchdown, 4 plays, touchdown. It ain't going to matter time of possession if the Chiefs are settling for field goals, So we're going to know, Bobby, I can't wait till the Eagles put belt to ass, 33-21. All right, Bobby, I got you. Thank you, my friend. So I would say that's a great recipe for success. Now, I want to pose this question. I've been bringing it up, but I think it's important to discuss this. Mahomes, the Eagles have to find a way to take Mahomes' first read away and make him hold the football. If he's able to get the ball out, and this goes to all my Eagle fans in the chat, if Mahomes is able to drop back, release the ball, and complete a pass time and time again on first down, it's going to be a long day for the Eagles. Because
not to mention, if you take away all of his options, he's got his legs.
He's got his legs, but we've seen him get banged up, and that defense is fast, and it's big, and it could knock him out, too. So I'm just saying, like, how I see it, they're not going to be able to run the ball to start the game. I could be wrong, but listen, if the Chiefs come out and run the ball against the Eagles, then that's going to be a failure by the number one defense. That's going to be a severe failure. If I'm the Eagles,
Yeah.
the game plan is to attack Mahomes, right? And stop the run like every defense, but crush the pocket. Okay, so that's why I say you have to be able to get open quickly for Mahomes. Now, the one thing I'll say that the Chiefs have going for them is Mahomes can throw from a lot of different arm slots. He could throw on the run. You've seen him make unbelievable passes in ridiculous spots. So that gives confidence to the outside receivers, to the tight ends, to not give up on a route because he'll find you. You keep working to get open. So that's why I say if the offensive line of the Chiefs can hold up, okay, that could spell doom for the Eagles. Listen, let's not forget, as much as I'm picking the Eagles to win the game, they're the underdog in the game. Which I don't understand. Please, please.
Well, the Chiefs are the defending Super Bowl
Somebody
champions.
explain why the Chiefs are the favorite, but the Eagles are
'Cause they won the Super Bowl the
58%
last-
same because
Well, it's Vegas that puts those odds out, so you know that. Hey, Matt, I'm
Jesse
doing okay.
Martinez. Hey, Jesse, you got to be. I did buy a New York Giant item, so if you're a channel member, you might be the only guy that will get that item tomorrow. So, and you'll be in line for the jersey tomorrow. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, that's how I see it. Now, Eagles can beat the Chiefs in multiple ways, but like I was talking to Mark earlier, like Jalen hasn't had to throw the ball a lot. That's a good thing, isn't it? That's a recipe for success. Isn't it frustrating that when Dak gets hurt? Isn't it frustrating that when Dak is playing, they throw the ball 38 times, and then as soon as he gets hurt, they decide to run the ball more, and they're more successful?
Mm-hmm. That's coaching.
But that's McCarthy that's adapting. But what I'm saying is they should run the ball more with Dak.
I agree with you. There's a lot of things that the Cowboys don't do that the Eagles and the Chiefs do well, and both of them is play defense. They both play defense damn good. Both teams. I don't think the Chiefs get enough credit on how good their defense really is, because really and truly this year the defense won a lot of their games for them. It wasn't Mahomes. It wasn't the offense. The defense held the other team down, and I don't think they're getting enough credit for that.
Yeah, definitely. Jesse Martinez. Oh wait, I gotta read the super chat. Bobby Babinski. Taylor Swift is an Eagle fan, so she gets what she wants. Well, I guess Travis ain't gonna get what he wants on that night. So just saying. Might be just me. Anyone else having audio issues?
No.
Well,
No.
we're on.
I can
Zoom
hear you
call.
fine. I seen something in the chat where somebody said you were going in and out.
Am I
Yeah.
going in and out, or am I good?
No, you're good.
I know, but you.
Oh, you good.
Well,
I know, but you guys are in
But
the
we
Zoom
gotta
call.
we gotta hear it from the chat.
Dustin just said the audio's
The
good.
audio's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Asia.
All right, thanks.
Yeah,
Bobby.
I'll be right
it's
back.
all going to come down to, like I said, if the rush is
Thanks,
there
Matt.
for Philadelphia, they're going to have to dump it quick over the middle to Kelsey. They're going to have to get those quick passes off to try and take that pressure
Right.
off. Because I think I really do think that Philadelphia may try to load the box. I really do. That might bring those linebackers up.
I don't know. Here's my thing to that. I don't see what makes Philly special. I don't know. I don't want to go against you, Troy.
No, you're fine. Yeah, go.
What
That's what
makes
makes
Philly
this channel
special
good.
is they could stop you with their front four and drop all those guys back in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too.
But I don't know. I just have a weird feeling about this game. Everybody knows by now. I have Eagles plus 1.5. If I win the game, that's I think it's like 750. whatever. I kind of split my bet up, and then I put 100 on Jalen Hurts for MVP, but it's at plus 375. I mean, let's face it, Jalen was the MVP 2 years ago, or however long it was. He was the MVP of the game, right up until the point that the Eagles defense let it up. Now, let's just be honest. We all bust on him about the butt fumble, but we got to give him his credit. He did take the team back down the field and score after that. So he was the MVP. So that I thought that was a real good odds. I think the Eagles win. I think Jalen somehow getting the MVP. I do think, though, and I'm curious what the chat thinks. I do think that that the Chiefs have a game plan to slow Saquon. So
I think they're.
Right? Don't you think so?
Yeah, I think they're gonna
Yeah, I do.
they're gonna pinch the gaps and make the gaps smaller. I believe that they're going to game plan. That's their biggest game plan is if they can stop him, then you force Jalen to beat you. Both of these teams are very evenly matched on both sides of the ball. But
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in this hunt, but I do believe that the Eagles are going to edge out the Chiefs.
I believe this is why also I gave this is also the reason why I picked a Jalen to be the MVP. And I think that the secondary for the Chiefs is very underrated. I do believe that. I think the Chiefs are good on defense. They just always find a way. Now, I think that Jalen's going to make some plays to Devontae, more importantly, Dallas Goedert. I think that's where they're going to attack. And I mean, a guy like Saquon, you can only hold down so much. And I think when you try and stuff the box, he's so good, he could bust one for 6 at any moment. So I think you're going to know early in the game what I'm trying to say is if the Chiefs are having success but not scoring touchdowns, they're going to be in trouble. They just over the course of 4 quarters, they're going to be in trouble. I mean, I don't know if you guys think of what you guys think about that, but don't you think obviously scoring touchdowns against the Eagles? And I mean, what would the Eagles do if they're down 2 touchdowns? Let's say it's 14-0 Kansas City. I mean, they're going to try and run the ball, but that limits them, don't they?
Yeah, they'll be throw.
And that could be issues.
It would be issues because, all I'm going to say from almost halfway through the middle of the year to now, Philly has won they've been winning off the run. And they never had to depend on the passing game. And if that was to happen tomorrow, Philly gonna have issues. I'm just telling you how Philly has been playing throughout the year. Mm-hmm. They didn't need the passing game throughout the year this year. That's the reason why AJ Brown has been pitching a bitch.
But they haven't needed to. They're that good, but it's there if you need it.
They haven't needed to.
Yeah,
they haven't needed to.
I think if they need it, it's there. Now it'll be interesting. That's the kind of game I want to see. I want to see them down in the game. Obviously, again, I have Eagles plus 1.5, but I'm curious to see how that would go. That would be a great
and you know what? And I agree with you on
talent
that,
if they come back.
And I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that, Brian. I want to see if they get down or if Kansas City was to, make a 10 to a 14 or 17 point run on them somewhere during the game. Wonder what they're gonna do to try to overcome that.
Plus, I think we're overlooking one player too. Kareem Hunt. He could break a few open if they're not watching him too.
No, not Kareem Hunt, but I see what you're saying. What about Pacheco?
Pacheco will be there too.
Thomas, keep
They've got
being
a dual
wrong, my
headed.
friends.
Huh?
Drew says he just did a super chat. He says, Thomas, keep being wrong. Get him,
I ain't thinking
Thomas.
about Drew. I ain't thinking about Drew. Drew trying to play mind games, man. You trying to get in my head. I ain't thinking about Drew.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm just excited for the game. I know Loyal's not, but listen, for us Cowboy fans, Bobby, everyone forget already Eagles put 55 versus Washington. But what does that have to do with the Chiefs, Bobby? I mean, like Chiefs are all right. That's my next question. How more desperate is the Chiefs going for greatness? This will be the first three-peat in a salary cap era. Am I correct with that, Randy?
Yes, the first.
It'll
and
be the
only
first
three.
team, first real
first
dynasty.
Be the first and only. Be
Yeah.
the first and only. The Chiefs is chasing out the history tomorrow night.
So, don't you think that means a little something?
That means a heck
Yep.
of a lot if you're a team that can win 3 in a row. I think honestly, if you watched a lot of the radio stuff this week, everybody's talking about how the Chiefs are going to stop the Eagles.
What's up,
I look
Mark?
at it this way. You know, you do have a pretty good quarterback on the other side. It's pretty good. Like I said, I don't. You know what? I'm like Lowell. I'm not looking forward to this game because I don't have a dog in either side. I wanted someone else to win, but the
Right.
two best teams are in there, and I think it's going to be a darn good game.
Oh wait, Virus is trying to get in. Sorry, you guys got to remind
This
me.
has been a year of karma for us.
Oh, it's been an ass whipping, is what it's been.
Well, us Cowboy fans are ready to get the offseason started so we could either praise or shit on our team. So, and it's coming. I'm not going to sugarcoat it this year. There's going to be some, unsubscribers, I'm sure, if it goes the way it could go, where they don't do nothing and they drag ass. Somehow I think it's going to be different. I sent Randy something this morning that I saw that the Tennessee Titans are looking to move the first pick.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they are looking
Yeah, I did
to
too.
make moves. What does that tell you guys?
Come on, Jeffrey. Come on, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Simmons is on the trade block. We keep talking about Myles Garrett. I doubt that's happening, but he's already.
Let's go get Jeffrey. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're whoever it is, I need one of those three guys. I need Myles Garrett. I need Jeffrey Simmons, or I need a Garrett Miles, the receiver with the Jets. That's what I need. I need one of those three. And then you draft accordingly. I need to bring back a couple of our free agents. Like,
I mean, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, there you go. That's why you're here, because I'm all over the place. Yeah, like if you go out and get Garrett Wilson, though, we don't need to go draft a wide receiver. We don't need to. We got Garrett Wilson. That would be unbelievable. So I need one of those three moves done. I need a couple free agents, and I need to bring back a couple of our free agents, like 3 of our free agents. Osa could go. If we get Jeffrey Simmons, Osa could go. But you might be able to sign Osa for a cheaper long-term deal than to have to franchise him. A good evening, a game time and crew. Thanks, Mark Hudson. Good evening, brother. How did the hoodies fit? I hope they fit well. Or I hope your wife liked it. I don't know what color we did for her, but I tried to mix it up so you guys can be a good couple rocking the game time merch. Leo says, and we beat them in Arrowhead. Leo, I don't think that really matters this time because it's a neutral site game. I expect the Eagles to come out and play well. And I agree with the Eagle fans. I don't know that the Chiefs are necessarily going to play well. I don't know. I mean, what makes us assume that they're going to go out and play well? They haven't seen a team like the Eagles all year. I don't think, have they? Who have the Chiefs played that would compare it to an Eagles team with a #1 defense and the best?
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Well,
I don't know where.
Yeah, Buffalo. You know, Buffalo did beat them early in the year in Arrowhead.
I know.
No, it was in Buffalo.
I-
It was in Buffalo. My fault.
I
My
do
fault.
agree with you, Brian. I do believe that
I'm
we
trying
haven't
to
seen a team that
listen.
matches with them this year.
I'm trying to
Well, they
throw it
have
out there, people. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to say I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Who is the Chiefs beat this year? I could look at their schedule. I could pull it up. Let's look. Let's look at the
Hey, Brian, my wife said hello.
hello. Tell her I said hello. Let's look. Let's go through their. Now they've won their games, so I'm not going to sit there and. But you know, let's see who they've played. Okay, they beat the Ravens opening day. Okay, they beat the Bengals. Not a good team. They squeaked by and beat Atlanta. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Saints. They beat the 49ers. We know that the 49ers weren't great this year. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Buccaneers 30-24. That's a good win. They beat Denver. That's a good win. They lost. They lost to the Bills 30-21. They beat at the Panthers. They beat the Raiders, beat the Chargers, beat the Browns, beat the Just look at how bad
Yeah,
that schedule was.
They had an easy schedule.
I mean, just look at the Raiders. Now, Chargers were
Very
okay. Browns, Texans, Steelers. They lost to the Broncos 38-0 when they were sitting everybody. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's. I don't know that they've beaten anybody like the Eagles. Now, if you look at the Eagles' schedule, I can name a few big-time wins. The first game was a win, but it's first game of the year. Okay. They lost a 22-21 at home during prime time when Saquon dropped the ball right in his hands. Yeah, they lost to the revenge game at Tampa. That seems to be their kryptonite. They beat the Browns. They beat the Giants. They beat the Bengals on the road. At that point, we thought that was a good game. They beat the Jags. They blew out Dallas. They beat the Commanders. They blew out the Rams on the road. This is, to me, the most impressive stretch of the Eagles. You know, they beat the Commanders at home, go on the road in L.A., where Drew gets to watch his team win 37-20. Then go to, they always say that's a tough game. Then they go to Baltimore and dominate the Ravens. That score doesn't indicate how bad that game was. They smoked the Ravens. The Ravens got a cheap touchdown at the end. They snuck by the Panthers, but the Panthers were playing everybody tight. They beat the Steelers. Let's face it, Jalen got knocked out at Washington. I was at Red Robin's, watching it. The Commanders won the game. They blew out Dallas, and they busted up the Giants. So I think Eagles have a better. I just think they've had a better year. They've played better opponents, but it ain't going to matter, guys. It's really not going to matter. It's all going to come down to, one game. And Patrick Mahomes is like no other. You don't think Patrick Mahomes is not sitting back saying, hey, Tom Brady's rooting for the Eagles, by the way. I just want everybody out there to know. Tom Brady doesn't want Mahomes setting this record because he knows he's going to catch it. I think Mahomes is going to catch Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's getting scared. That's all he's getting. He's getting nervous. That don't mean nothing to me.
I just think that I was watching some of the previews of the commercials.
Yeah.
Did you see the one? They had one with Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg in it, and they were going back and forth. It was pretty interesting.
I'm so tired of Snoop Dogg. He's so played out at this point. I'm so annoyed, but whatever. He's funny, I guess. Mark Hudson, do you think Parsons will be honest to his word regarding taking less if they bring in a certain player? Yes, I am. I love what I'm hearing, and we can come back to the game. But I'm loving what I'm hearing from Micah Parsons. He wants to get this done right away. Isn't that good news, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think it's putting pressure on the front office?
Will they do it? No.
Well, yeah, but they're going to look like fools. They're going to look like fools. Well,
it's
I think
news,
they do care. I think they're dumb. Well, I think.
I think you hit it on the head, Brian, earlier when you said that Dallas looks like they have changed a little bit here this year. Their coaching staff is a lot better. They let the coaches pick the staff, and I also believe that Parsons will take less because he knows he's going to make his money. He's
Well-
going to get his money. So I believe that he's going to, if they was to go out and get Myles Garrett and go out and get somebody like Jeffrey Simmons, how good would this freaking defense be?
But here's the deal. When we first brought Mike McCarthy over, they kind of let him do his own thing, bring his own coaches in. But as soon as it didn't work, they jump right back in. And that's what scares me is if they do let them go all in and they don't have the success, then they're going to come back and say, no, we don't want that.
Well, the difference between
difference
Mike
with
and
that
McCarthy,
was-
he brought his friends in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the difference. He brought his drinking friends.
Yeah, Nolan was a terrible coach.
Yeah.
I just don't, the defense just wasn't used to Mike Nolan. He was totally different than what they were used to.
Yeah.
I heard something. I heard something from Jay Glazer that was interesting. That McCarthy wanted a 5-year deal. Jerry Jones offered a 3, and Jay Glazer confirmed that. Jay Glazer also said that him and Jerry are on great terms, and that McCarthy helped Brian Schottenheimer prepare for his interview. So things aren't as bad. He was kind of burnt out. He loves Jerry, but I think we all know that Jerry's style will, if you're a certain type of person, especially a guy from the Midwest that was in Green Bay, let's face it, it's not a media hub. He's not used to doing all this media requests, meaning Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy was burned out. The only job he was really interested in taking was Chicago because it's close to where he lived. So if you look at it from that perspective, it's not as bad as we may have think. Now, we didn't hear this from Jerry. I don't even listen to Jerry anymore because it's all lies and smokescreen. You got to listen to other people. That's what I was encouraged about Micah Parsons saying he already talked to Jerry and told him to go get Myles Garrett. Now, I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm not telling you they're going to get Myles Garrett, but Jerry's going to show Micah what he's made of right away if he keeps lying to him and if he keeps not doing anything. Because Micah's
Myles
going to be
Garrett,
like,
is he
F
unrestricted?
This.
Is he unrestricted or is he restricted?
Who's that?
Or is
No, Myles Garrett is not even a free agent at all.
No, he's under contract with Cleveland.
Yeah,
right, but I'm saying he requested the trade,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
can they deny that?
Yeah,
If
course
they wanted
can,
to.
but they
Yeah, they can.
They can block it.
It makes no sense.
So
to do
that
though.
tells me that Cleveland, they're going to try to use that as leverage and get the best they can get.
They
so
can.
whoever gets him is going to have to give up a lot to get him.
If you don't have a high draft pick, again, he's good. He's only got 2 years left on his contract, and it's only an average of $20 million a year. He's going to get a new deal. So if you get him, you're going to renegotiate a new deal, but you're going to be paying a lot. So you're going to have to give up a 1 and something else. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be this year. What you do know is they want they want draft picks. They don't want established players unless, Eagles are going to give up Kenyon Mitchell. I doubt it. You know what I mean? They ain't going to do that. So other than that, they don't want established players. They want young draft picks. The Browns know where they're at, just like Tennessee, which is why I sent Randy that message this morning regarding Tennessee's open for business. Open for business means you look on your roster and see who's making high money and try and flip them. That's what you got to do. So
Are they trying to clean out
well,
and do a
They're
rebuild?
rebuilding. Yeah, they're
rebuilding.
rebuilding.
Why would you want to
Okay.
keep a Jeffrey Simmons when you already have the 1 pick? You could trade down and get multiple picks. You could get yourself a defensive tackle. That's smart business. That's
Yeah, it
why I
is.
wish Dallas.
You already know.
Yeah.
You already know Jeffrey Simmons. That's my dream pick. That's my dream free agent pick.
Mike,
What would it take though to get him? Is the question.
I would think a
Yeah,
3rd round
that's-
pick.
Mark Hutchins says, I believe Parsons needs to learn how to separate his YouTube from football. And in this case, Mark Hutchinson, I like the fact that Micah is coming out because it's putting some pressure on this football team. All eyes, the old song from All Eyes on Me,
Tupac.
yeah. It's
Well-
all eyes are on the team. So
The problem that I have, Brian, is why isn't we're not hearing from Dak?
We haven't even heard from him.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Dak's
supposed to
living
go
his
not
best
even at-
life right now. That's why.
He's not
He
even
just
at the
got
Super Bowl.
paid. He got paid a boatload of money. He's building a new house.
Jesse
got
says Brian
babies.
Jerry's going to scrape the bottom of the barrel. He can't afford to. Jesse, I'm
No.
sorry. Like if I
We
miss.
gotta remember, Dak has a new baby too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Dak
He's
just
living
paid
his
what
best
$3
life.
million to knock down a house. Only
He's
to
living
build
his
another
best life
house.
right now. He's
But
he's not
still-
going to talk against the team,
Well,
the
he
organization that just paid him a boatload
Well,
of
then I'm
money.
going to make a
Well,
lot of
he
negative
needs to
Dak
stand up
videos.
and make it known that he's the leader of this team.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
He needs to stand up
Sorry,
and say
everybody.
something.
I mean,
Get ready.
If you go to
Negative Dak
work and your
incoming.
job gives you a nice raise, are you going to question anything they say?
Yes, if you want to win.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there comes a point in time.
like I said a few days ago,
Oh,
my thing
no.
is, hey,
He's got a
You
no
the highest
trade
paid
lawyer.
player.
What they going to do to him? Go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
like I said a few days ago, you the highest paid player in the NFL. Shit, man, you making $60 million. You can talk more shit than anybody. Yeah, you can talk more shit than Jerry if you want to. It ain't nothing he can do. Shit. There's nothing nobody can do. You can talk more shit to anybody if you want to.
Well,
you need to
that's-
go in there and let them know, hey, I need this or I need that, or you need to see if you can get Higgins from Cincinnati. He's a free agent.
But who says he isn't though? If it's not on camera,
But sometimes I question Dak's desire to want to win. I mean,
Me
I know
too.
Micah Parsons wants to win. Micah Parsons wants to win bad, and it shows.
Yeah, it
because he's
shows.
expressing it more on online, or
who
is it?
Michael Parsons reminds me of? He reminds me of Tom Brady. He wants to win he wants to win.
But you see, like when we're down in games, when Dak's sitting there on the sideline, he's just like
he's
looking
like
at stars.
he's
Well,
in another world.
and
You
Well,
know,
he-
he's
well,
not
there's
he's
nothing
not
he can
fired
do
up
on the
now. When you
defense
seen
side, though. There's
you
nothing he
seen
can do on the
Brady
defense
or
side.
any of the other
Bobby's on a
quarterbacks
roll
when they're
tonight.
down, they're fired up. They're fired up over there. They're going off on people and going off on coaches and all that stuff. You don't
Ham
see
off
that
the
with him.
bone.
Well, there's two different leaderships.
You don't
though.
see that
There's
with
different
him. Killing me.
leaderships.
Ham off the bone.
I agree with you, Loyal. You know what I think is the difference here? I can't stand Stephen Jones, but he looks totally different than he has the last couple of years. And he
man,
funny at the
Steven look
freaking
bad, man.
Senior Bowl. He looks like he's better make a move or he's going to lose a lot of the fans.
Steve look bad.
He look old.
He looks old as his
Yeah,
daddy.
He looks older
what
than
I-
Jerry.
That's what I mean.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna ask you guys a series of fun questions here.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to
Go for it.
talking. All right. National anthem length. The current over under on the national anthem is 1 minute and 19 seconds.
Over.
Over. I agree.
Who's singing
Over.
it?
John Batiste. I don't know who he is, but which feels right.
Is
John
Chocolate going to
Batiste.
cry again?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
wondering.
if Tennessee whiskey comes on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. It's funny because I have a buddy who used to bet $500 on the coin toss. This is, of course, literally a 50-50 chance. There's any doubt.
I took tails.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. It's been tails more than often.
Let's see here. Let's see. What am I looking at?
You must be on BetUS.
No. This is something else. Athlon
Oh,
Sports.
okay.
Let's see here. I'm just trying to find some they're actually allowing you to bet on what color the Gatorade is going to be. That is
I didn't do that one. I didn't do that one.
that's crazy. It's
But I'm
actually-
thinking, I think it would be orange.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of purple.
I'm
Yeah, I
thinking
say
it'd be
purple or
orange or red.
Yeah, it's funny though.
More times than not, it's been orange at all games.
I think it'll be red because the president's going to be there.
Is he going to be there?
Yeah, he says he's going to be there.
I think it'll be red because
Interesting. The coin toss is -102, -102. That's crazy. First scoring play. That's weird. Okay. The first touchdown for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is a +650.
Nice, but it won't be him.
But
I
I'm
would
saying,
say
like, your
Saquon
tush push,
Barkley or AJ Brown.
Saquon is +400. But I'm saying, like, I mean, there's
I
a
think
good chance
Dallas
it's
Goddard.
Oh, well, they're only giving you the two highest. I'm not on a betting site. This is just like USA Today. A Kareem Hunt is +900. Travis Kelce is +1,000, and Xavier Worthy is +1,200. Super Bowl MVP.
Patty Mahomes.
Mahomes +105. Then Saquon +240. Jalen Hurts +375. Travis Kelce +1,500.
Wow.
Put $100 on that.
Saquon
I wouldn't be
Barkley.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the
Here's
Chiefs
a good
won.
bet. Here's a good
Taylor,
bet.
if Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift, would that
Yeah.
be something?
After the game,
Oh God.
During the
if they
game.
win. Or during halftime.
At halftime, yeah.
Yeah, this is that Gatorade color. Wow.
I
Wow.
could see that City win it.
How long have they been dating now?
I can see him proposing to her
Travis?
at the victory stand where they get the trophy.
Uh-huh. He all comes up to her and is like,
Yeah.
Taylor, I have something to say to you.
But anyway, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Jesse Montanez, Taylor Swift moons crowd. What odds, Brian? She ain't mooning nobody. She don't have much to
No.
moon, so I think she just needs.
He's too rich for that.
She just needs to keep it wrapped
Too
up.
rich for that, and then if she was to do that probably screw her,
Ruin her
screw
image.
Yeah, screw her image up.
All right, let's get to the. I don't have to wait till the end. Let's get to our picks here. We got Eagles +1.5, and the over under, from what I gathered, was 48.5. I mean, like, what do you guys think? Eagles +1.5. It has not moved. The only thing that's moved is how much the value was. I got it at -105. It's now -115, which is telling you the money's going on the Eagles. Meaning, if
Yeah, but it makes me nervous though. Now, if that's the case,
normally the public's wrong. Just to let you know. So I put my bet in the beginning of the week because I thought it would drop down.
drop down. Yeah,
But it hasn't. It's locked in pretty
that's what
straight.
I'm saying. That's what makes me nervous.
Matt Batten's got 27-20 Chiefs over the Eagles. Philly D 31-17 Birds. Now, do you think it's a lower scoring game, guys? It's 48.5 points. Do you think lower or higher?
Lower.
You say lower.
I think
Thomas, what do you say, bro?
I think it's going to be in the low 20s for both teams.
30s and 20s. Yeah.
I think it's a
I'm
high
gonna go
scoring game.
higher.
Yeah.
I'm going to go higher myself.
Gonna be a
Everybody
high
says low
scoring game.
scoring.
It's
You're in
gonna
a
be high.
dome with these powerful teams.
Well, you
Higher.
got two defense. They're great though. They're going to be stopping you. It's going to be a defense back and forth. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know about that. Maybe. You could be right, bro. You could be right. Figure 48.5. You know? I mean, that's
But some tell me that somewhere in the game there's going to be either a turnover or a big play somewhere.
Well, last time they
Besides
played, it
this-
was
Oh,
pretty
I think
close.
there's going to be. I do think there's going to be some scoring on defense. I do. I think the team that gets down is going to make mistakes. And that's why I said it's important the Eagles maintain a lead. If they get down double digits, I think they're going to force Hurts. I don't think they can help themselves. I think they'll get back to the run, but I think Hurts will give it up.
You just hit that on the button, Brian, because if Philly get down, they're known for getting sloppy when they're down. They're known for getting sloppy.
And in the same respect, I think if the Chiefs are down, they're going to try and force feed the ball into lesser receivers against the number one defense, and they're going to take the ball away. You know what I mean? I could see a pick 6 by the Eagles, easy, because if they can put pressure, he's going to throw the ball. Mahomes isn't going to he's going to get rid of the ball. So, and so it'll be very, very interesting. Brandon Graham going to play difference maker. Jesse Martinez, that is the heartbeat of that team. I think this will be his last game played.
What's up, Alcho?
It's exciting to see.
No, this is Brandon Graham's last game. He already got a job.
Eagle fan Atlanta, what's up?
Yeah, this
There you go. He already got enough.
Philly D.
Let's
Philly D,
go.
I would just say, Philly D, that you don't want to get down against Mahomes. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Mahomes is different.
Let's go. Everybody worried. What thing is going on? Fuck the pigeons. I'm going to say what you know what.
What's up, buddy? What's going on? What are you doing?
Yeah, Brian, this is Brandon Graham's last game tomorrow. He already got a job already lined up at ESPN. So, yeah, this is
a
it.
passing game. Barkley will get to shut down Kansas City 32-24. Chiefs. Bobby says, Thomas, I got Dank's phone number if you want it. What do you got? What do you got Dank's phone number for, Bobby? Come on now. Dank, what's her name? Dank what? Damone?
Where's your surfboard at, Ultra?
Yeah, hit those waves. Waves kind of seem a little choppy, but it's all right.
He just got up and he just disappeared into the abyss.
I'm going to that.
Ultra just jumped into the lake or the ocean.
The ocean.
Shit. That's funny.
Watch out for the shark.
So what time do you guys want me to go on tomorrow? I had it set for 5 Eastern, but I might change it to 4 Eastern.
Go on anytime you want to, baby.
Are you going to be...
Earlier is better, man.
So, Ultra, who do you like?
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Okay. Okay. He's lit. Ultra's lit.
New world order. He got his
Jesse
NWO
Martinez,
shirt
4.
on.
Okay, brother. 4 o'clock, Oscar. You got it. Yeah. I need some. I think I got some command. Like, what happened to my Commander fans? Are they done for the year? Did they quit for the year?
The Commanders are looking for Daniel Boone.
God damn, where'd they
back into
go?
hibernation.
Come on, guys.
They're mock drafting also. That's what they're doing.
Commanders are looking for Daniel Boone.
I got one Commander bobble and I got one. I got one giant item I need to give away, but it's going to be for channel members only. So you got time tomorrow. Tomorrow you got time. So
how many channel members you got?
I got a Bob Lilly bobblehead. I got a Jay.
Boyle says if she's big, she needs loving.
Oh God. I got a Jay Novacek bobble.
Says if she's big, she needs
I got a Dak Prescott bobble. I'll just wrap it and send it right to Ultra because I know how much he loves Dak. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff to give away tomorrow, so it'll be fun.
No, I was asking how many channel members you got this time.
I don't even know. I think it's around 50. I think it's around
Okay,
50.
nice. Nice. You double. You got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, Thomas? What are you at a rump shaker? What are you doing over there?
Randy
Duke
needs
is getting
to
ready to
lap
lose.
dance.
Oh, Duke's getting ready to lose. He's back. He's at a rump shaker. He's at one of those. I'm watching UFC over here. Jesus, these girls are. I think that's a girl.
Speaking
Yeah.
of UFC, did you see where Logan and Logan Paul and his brother are going to have a fight?
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of crap is that?
I think it's going to be on Max or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could care less about that.
Mhm.
Who we got? Fly Parks is in the house. Twiz, my guy.
I've been
taking
drinking like
another
a
chip
like
home.
Troy
There you
has
go.
7 wives.
What's that, Ultra?
Timeout.
Mark Hutchinson, thanks, man. Everybody put your thumbs up, share, subscribe, join the Mailhead crew. Yeah, I have 2 levels, but I don't think the other level is active yet. I think YouTube has to review it. I did add a $2.99 option that doesn't include the Zoom calls, so, you know. So I think tomorrow it'll be active. I don't know how long it takes. Yeah, I need to mute him. There you go. He's having too much fun. I didn't see the $3 one. Yeah, it's not there yet, Matt. Like I said, I set it up, but YouTube has to review everything.
Yeah, it should be there tomorrow.
Jesse Martinez, you're in, brother. So right now, I think you win the item unless we get another Giants fan. I'm not telling you what the item is. I'm not even going to do that either. I'm going to just randomly pick, and then I think how I'm going to do it is...
Hey, Ultra, are you on the beach with Dank DeMoss right there in the bikini?
Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate you, brother. I'm going to have to set it up. We'll see what I have to do because I have Eagles items that I only want Eagles people to do. So what I might do is I'm going to empty the wheel and then refill out everybody's name that's a channel member for the jersey tomorrow. So that'll be in the wheel, and I'll probably
How
do
many are you
hats.
going to give away? 2 or 1?
I'm giving away 1 jersey. I'm not made them.
Okay.
You know, that's probably $280 once I have it made, and it's going to be an authentic jersey. And then I'm giving away a bunch of other stuff just to channel members. I'm considering, just doing super chat ones too for everybody, so they can, and then I'll draw out something for a hoodie or something, or maybe a hoodie and a shirt or a hat, whatever you guys want. But we're gonna figure it out. That's why I need to go on earlier than I thought, just to be able to make it all work. Because once the game starts, So Jesse Martinez, if you win the jersey, what jersey are you gonna get? I bet you're gonna get the receiver, aren't you? You're gonna get the receiver, aren't you, Jesse? You're gonna get my guy from LSU, aren't you? I bet you he does. So anyway, let's start to the top here. Virus, if you're still there or if you're on mushrooms, you there, Virus? Yeah, he's on shrooms. Loyal, what's your final? All right. Well, Virus, what's your final score for tomorrow?
The Chiefs 31, Eagles 27.
All right, I'm right around there. All right, let's go to Troy Daniels next, buddy.
I think both teams score somewhere in the 20s, both.
Who wins?
So I think it's going to be probably a 28-24 Kansas City.
That's not a bad score. Thomas Garrett.
Boy, just took my score away from me.
That's all right.
But I said 28 because I was thinking 28-24.
You can have the same prediction.
Yeah. I see Matt
Great-
Batten says
great minds think
27-20.
alike, baby.
Vinny
Great
Hayes
minds think alike.
28-17. Jimbo 35-27. Now,
The only
Loyal,
other thing
what are you
is
thinking, Loyal?
it could be a high scoring game.
And
if
I
it
hate
gets to be
saying
a
this
shootout.
because I already know people are like on the chat, Drew and everybody else's head's going to get so big.
That's allowed. That's already big.
But it's going to be 34-31 the Eagles.
Okay, so
Their heads will
Ultra,
be
are
real
you there,
big now.
buddy? Like you got to unmute. I muted you because I was hearing some background. So just unmute and just give me your prediction. Or Randy McIntyre.
38, 35 Eagles.
38-35.
So the reverse of the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Ultra, you could speak, but he's muted. I muted him because we were hearing the waves in the background.
He needs to wake up.
Yeah. Well,
Boy, I
here.
hope that earthquake that hit down there is not going to affect him.
Well, here, I'm going into the here we go. Let me do a rim shot. Pause. Here's what I got, everybody. I don't know that it's going to be this close. I think maybe the Chiefs try and make a comeback, and I think the game ends on a Patrick Mahomes interception on they're trying to drive to take the win the game. I like the Eagles, and this is like I said. I don't think the game is necessarily going to be this close, but I think this is what the final score is going to be. Eagles 31, Chiefs 27. Eagles plus 1.5 and over the 48.5. I see a lot of unders. I got 31, 27 Eagles. I think this is a scary game at the end, but I think that the defense of the Eagles are going to pull through at the end and get the stop on Mahomes. Again, I could be wrong. It could go the other way. What I would say to my Eagle fans is, do not let Patrick Mahomes get the ball with a chance to win. I think
I've been saying it all week long.
You better be up 10 points.
I've been saying that all week long.
You better be up 10 points, because if that scenario is available, that's scary for the Eagles. That's scary shit. But I think ultimately Brandon Graham, Jalen Carter, I think they're just too much. Now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why the line hasn't moved, everybody.
And they get ready to charge
27-20, and they teabagged Hurts. There you go. He's on record. I like it. That's a strong thing. Yeah, Philly D, that's just what I think. Charles Hart, Chiefs 35, Eagles 20. No way Eagles win. Can't have Eagles win. Cowboys fans already hard enough. Guaranteed Chiefs win. They own these games. Charles Hart, I hear you, buddy. You gotta separate yourself and just. I mean, I could see the Chiefs winning, but I don't know that I see them winning that big. I just don't see a world where that is that big. Peppa's View, 23-20 KC. That's not a bad score. That's not a bad score at all. So Vegas knows. So Peppa's View. I mean, answer me this. Why did the line not move at all as far as the 1.5? Why is it locked? What does that mean? What does that mean? You know?
That's a good question.
Why did it not move? You know, I know just me, I put $486.23 on the Eagles. Why? You know, I mean, I can't be the only one looking at that line and say the Eagles are the better team. Take the points and run. And I think what it is, I think it's the 2 weeks, which is the clear coaching advantage. I know Eagles don't want to hear that, but I do think that's a thing. And the best quarterback of all, you know, in recent memory since Brady. It'll move last minute, Jesse. Well, we're going to keep an eye on it. You're only favoring the Eagles because you bet. Nah, not really.
No, you've been saying the Eagles way before you did.
Yeah, Mark Hutchinson. No, actually, like I said, it was a $25 gift card that I didn't even buy. So I'm really picking who I think. Oh, it's down to 1 now. Let me look where I did it. Because let's see here. Wait, Dalton to connect Mark Williams deal rescinded due to failure to satisfy condition of trade. Lakers Hornets trade did not go through. Wow. Anyway, let's go back to my bet.
Oh, so the Connect trade didn't go through then, huh?
It did not go through. Yeah, I still got on my app. On my, like where I did it, it's still 1.5. But what has changed is it's Eagles plus 1.5 and minus 115, which means you bet 100, you lose, you pay 115. I got it at minus 105. So that's a big deal. That's where they're making their money. I hear you, Ultra. I hear you. But game time, I appreciate the stream. Let the countdown begin. Dustin, yeah, I'm going to roll this one up tonight. We got a long day tomorrow. I appreciate everybody. Just hit the like button on your way out. I'll go, who's mad? Come on, calm down. Ultra is an Eagles fan at heart. No, he ain't. Ultra can't stand the Eagles. Either can I, for that matter. I'm not letting it, affect my pick. Ultra, make sure you get some sleep. We need you at your best tomorrow. And Mrs. Ultra. So, he's surfing. I mean, he's surfing in Puerto Rico. But all right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Any last words before we hopefully everybody shows up tomorrow? Any last words, guys?
Well, good luck, Eagles, man. You guys are it's going to be a rough one, but good luck.
It's going to be a rough one. All right, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow. How about you, Troy?
Go Chiefs.
Loyal?
Everyone have a good evening.
You all right, Loyal? You like you're real chill today, man.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm just.
How about you, Randy?
I'm kind of like Loyal. It's hard for me to cheer for either one of these teams.
Well, again, I don't know if you saw my thumbnail on a couple of my videos. Nobody's excited about this around the country because they don't want to see the Chiefs, and for some reason they don't want to see the Eagles. So it's like everybody wants to see the Bills and Detroit and some new team, but I think right now they got the two best teams. I just think that
they do.
I think we got to tip our cap. But I mean, can we all say that the loser of this game, it's not a successful season? Or are you guys or do we still have some fans in the chat that think that if you lose the Super Bowl, it's successful? Especially
I
like
think
a
it's
team like
successful for both of them. Really, they both got there.
You think it's successful? I think if it's a first time, but I think if you're the Eagles, and just my opinion, I think if they lose, I think it's very disappointing because now Jalen Hurts will be 0-2 in the Super Bowl. Nick Sirianni would be 0-2 in the Super Bowl. And things change. Teams game plan. Other teams get better. We see what Washington's about ready to do this offseason. They're going to take the next step. So, am I wrong in that assumption that it's kind of a disappointment for either team that loses it? You think the Chiefs are going to be happy?
I agree. If I can't be champion, I don't want to be runner-up. I just don't.
I mean, at this point, Eagles have already won one. It's not like it's their first rodeo, right, Thomas?
Brian, I told Leo Bridgewater in Mark's Zoom meeting today. I told him, I said, dude, I'm going to say it now and I'm going to be done with it. If Dracula win tomorrow, that would be so much shit off of his back. The fans there would probably love him if he win tomorrow, because most of the Philadelphia fans hate him. If he win tomorrow, that would be so much off his back.
Wow, hold up. Let me ask Ultra this. There was a 7.6 earthquake right near you.
Yeah, I mentioned it a little earlier. That's why I was saying I hope he's safe.
Oh, maybe that's why he's off. He got earthquaked.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking.
He's in Puerto Rico.
Look at him.
Oh yeah, he's lit. All right, everybody. He's obviously okay. The earthquake hasn't unsettled him.
No. Hey.
I think he's good.
He's the only hurricane around there.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Again, join me
Take care,
tomorrow
Brian.
while we do all the festivities. Guys in the Zoom crew, I appreciate you. And we are out of here. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Everybody have a good night.
You too.
Bye.